What's up, Vantage family? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be talking about April's program. Yes, I am a little late on getting this video out, but better late than never. Alright, now, we're going to start April in a strength cycle. We're going to be reintroducing Bulgarian split squats, focusing on deadlifts, and then two newer movements to the strength days, which are pull-ups and ring rows, and thrusters. So why did I choose these movements for our strength days? One, Bulgarian split squats are a great single leg movement. It gives us the opportunity to focus on both single leg strength, improving muscle imbalances, as well as slowing down and working on the depth and quality of our squats and not relying on one side or the other or how much weight is going on the bar. So it gives us that opportunity to really slow down, isolate one side versus the other, and see what kind of improvements this can have not only on the Bulgarian split squat, but also on back squats and front squats when we get back into those later in the year. The second movement we're going to be focusing on our strength days is deadlifts. We really want to focus on that hinging ability, making sure that we're improving the range of motion, the technique, as well as building up the strength in both the posterior chain as well as your core. Spring and summer always lead to outside physical activities, whether it's park days, whether it's hiking, climbing, backpacking. We want to make sure that you've got that really strong midsection and that your body can handle any kind of physical endeavor that you choose to do this spring and summer. We also have a few benchmark workouts that have a focus in whether it's deadlift, cleans, or snatches, and taking this time to improve that pulling strength will make all those benchmark workouts over the next 6 months that much easier. Our third strength movement is going to be strict pull-ups and strict ring rows. We're using this because we want to develop that upper body pulling strength, well as developing strong, stable shoulders. A lot of times we'll start going into that kipping pull-up or that butterfly kipping pull-up in preparation for Murph. What we want to focus on is making sure that we're developing that strong, stable shoulder girdle so that when you start adding in more volume, whether it's kipping or butterfly, that you've got the base strength to sustain that higher volume. Also gives us an opportunity for athletes that are working on that first pull-up or two to really focus on developing that strength and improving so that by the end of this cycle, there's a good chance that you either have your first pull-up or you are way closer to achieving it than you were at the start of it. The fourth movement we're going to focus on our strength days are thrusters. Now, why are we focusing on thrusters for a strength day? We see them in the conditioning aspect, right? Whether it's lightweight or moderately lightweight for our benchmark workouts, but why are we choosing now to focus on it for strength? One, because we've never done it before. We've never focused on developing strong thrusters. Two, because there's a ton of carryover to other movements, both inside the gym as well as outside. It's a beautiful combination of squatting and pressing, and through that heavy squat into that press, you've got a ton of core work that can improve from training a heavy thruster. Now, April has 3 benchmarks. One of them we've already done, Diane, and that's deadlifts at 225, 155, and handstand push-ups. You'll see those movement patterns throughout the course of the rest of this month because it leads into May and into Hero Week at the end of May. Second benchmark is the Vantage benchmark. Now I'm going to put out a video basically giving you an understanding as to how we came up with that workout and why it's good to test. The third is Helen. Now Helen is one of the original CrossFit benchmark workouts. It's 3 rounds, 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell swings, and 12 pull-ups. If you look at it, it looks very simple, especially in comparison to some of the other workouts we do. But it's in the simplicity that there's beauty. How fast are you running your 400s? It's not a ton of volume, it's not a ton of distance, it's only 3/4 of a mile. How fast are you going? How good is your aerobic system? Kettlebell swings, how good and efficient is that hinge movement? How quickly and easily can you move that kettlebell? And then 12 pull-ups, not a ton of volume for people that are really good at pull-ups, maybe a decent chunk for people that are still working on it, but where do you fall when you start mixing those 3 elements together? And it's a great way to kind of kick off spring, summer with this first of our many running workouts. On our conditioning days, we still have our 2 focuses, our work capacity days, which will be focusing on strength and cardio. We want to make sure that we're kind of pushing the limit on those anaerobic thresholds, short sprint distances, short and heavy sprints, so that there's that blurred line of, ooh, I don't know how my lungs are going to respond to this. and this is really uncomfortable, and I don't know if I want to finish this. But you can. And our stamina days, which we'll be focusing on a lot of volume accumulation, both when it comes to movements as well as it comes to running. As we're building towards Hero Week, we want to make sure that we're building up that aerobic system as well as conditioning the legs and body for the running distances that we'll be doing. We also want to make sure that we're building up the capacity to handle the volume of Murph as well as the rest of the heroes. You know that the way that we program, it starts off, and then as we build into this month and across May, you will be increasing the capacity. It's not like we're throwing you into the deep end of the pool and saying, figure out how to do it. We're going to start you off on one end of the pool and gradually, well, not really a pool because it's Colorado. We're going to start you off on one end and gradually increase your capacity, gradually increase your ability to handle both the volume, the distance, and the intensity of those workouts. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit us up in the comments below. If you like this video and the information in it, go ahead and like it. And remember, subscribe to our videos so that you can get them as soon as we upload them onto YouTube. We'll see you guys in the gym.